Hi there, I'm James, and I'm an interview coach from the free job interview training website megainterview.com. And in this tutorial, I will teach you how to answer interview questions about adaptability. And to achieve this goal, here is what I will discuss during this tutorial. To help you succeed in your job interview, I will discuss Number 1. The top 5 most commonly asked adaptability interview questions. Number 2. Important tips to answer questions about your adaptability with confidence. Number 3. Top scoring example answers that you can use to your advantage. And finally, Number 4. I will tell you where you can find over 10,000 free interview questions and top scoring example answers. Now, just very quickly, if you are new to the Mega Interview channel, please make sure you subscribe so that we can help you and other candidates pass your interview on the first try. We can only help you if you support the channel, so please give the video a thumbs up because it motivates us to keep creating content for you. Thank you! And now let's discuss the important tips that you should focus on when answering adaptability interview questions. Here are 4 important tips that you should take into account. And after that, I will tell you how to answer the most commonly asked interview questions about adaptability. Tip number 1. Provide a specific example. For instance, you could discuss a time when you were given a new project to work on with a tight deadline, and you were able to adjust your priorities and work schedule to complete the task on time. Tip number 2. Emphasize your problem-solving skills. It is important to highlight your ability to identify and solve problems when answering interview questions about adaptability. Tip number 3. Show your willingness to learn. Emphasize your willingness to learn and your ability to quickly pick up on new concepts or techniques. You could discuss a time when you learned a new skill or took on a new responsibility and were able to excel in that area. And finally, tip number 4. Emphasize the positive. When discussing past challenges or difficult situations, focus on the positive outcomes and lessons learned. Explain how the experience helped you grow and develop your skills, and how you are applying these lessons to your current work. In order to assist you in preparing for your interview, here are 5 example questions and answers. Please keep in mind that these responses are intended as examples, and that it is essential to customize your answers to meet the specific demands of the position for which you are applying. Let's have a look at question number 1. How do you handle change in the workplace? I believe that change is an inevitable part of any workplace, and I have learned to embrace it over the years. When faced with change, I make sure to stay calm and assess the situation objectively. I try to understand the reasons behind the change and how it will impact my work and the company as a whole. Then I start planning accordingly and prioritize my tasks to ensure that I am meeting the new expectations. In my previous role, we underwent a company-wide reorganization that involved a shift in responsibilities and reporting structures. This change was significant, but I was able to handle it effectively by communicating with my colleagues and superiors to ensure that everyone was on the same page. I also took the opportunity to learn new skills and took on additional responsibilities to demonstrate my willingness to adapt to the new environment. Overall, I believe that being adaptable and flexible in the face of change is crucial to success in any workplace. I embrace change as an opportunity to learn, grow, and contribute to the success of the organization. This is a great answer that demonstrates a positive attitude towards change, and it emphasizes the importance of adaptability in the workplace. Now let's move on to question number 2. Describe a time when you had to adjust to a new working environment or team. In my previous role, I was transferred to a different department where I had to work with a new team. Initially, it was challenging as I had to learn new processes, procedures, and work with people who had different working styles. However, I approached the situation positively and made an effort to build relationships with my new colleagues. I scheduled one-on-one meetings with each team member to get to know them and understand their roles within the team. I also asked for their feedback and suggestions on how I could better fit into the new environment. By doing this, I was able to understand the expectations and dynamics of the team and built strong relationships with them. I also took the initiative to learn new skills that were required for the new role. Overall, by being proactive, positive, and willing to learn, I was able to successfully adjust to the new working environment and team. my experience taught me the importance of being adaptable and open to change in the workplace. This is an excellent answer that provides a challenging situation that you successfully navigated. It shows your proactive approach to building relationships, learning new skills, and seeking feedback. Let's move on to question number 3. How do you stay productive and focused when priorities shift suddenly? As a project manager, I have faced many situations where priorities shifted unexpectedly. One such instance was when we had to work on a new project which was not in our original plan due to a sudden client request. To stay productive and focused, I reassessed our goals and created a new plan to accommodate the changes. I also held a team meeting to ensure everyone understood the new priorities and tasks, and I allocated resources accordingly. In addition, I stayed organized by creating a detailed schedule that allowed for flexibility in case priorities shifted again. This helped me to remain focused and avoid feeling overwhelmed. I also made sure to communicate regularly with my team and client to keep everyone updated on our progress and any changes in the project. By doing so, we were able to complete the project on time. This experience has helped me to develop a flexible and adaptable mindset, which will enable me to excel in a dynamic work environment. This is a top-scoring answer that demonstrates your ability to remain focused and productive while handling unexpected changes in priorities. Let's move on to question number 4. Tell me about a time when you had to learn a new skill quickly to adapt to a project or task. In my previous role, I was asked to take on a project that required me to learn a new software program quickly. I had no prior experience with this program, and the project was on a tight deadline. I knew that I needed to act fast and learn the program quickly. To start, I researched this program online and watched tutorials to gain a basic understanding of how it worked. Then I practiced using the program on my own and asked for help from more experienced colleagues when I encountered any issues. I also attended training sessions offered by the company to learn more about the software. By taking a proactive approach and being willing to ask for help, I was able to learn the software quickly and complete the project on time. I also continued to practice and learn more about the program even after the project was finished, which helped me to develop a new skill that was valuable in my role. This is a great answer that provides a specific example of a situation where you had to adapt to a new challenge. It also highlights the positive outcome of the situation you were in. Now let's have a look at question number 5. Can you give me an example of how you have adapted to a challenging situation in the workplace? In my previous role, I was managing a project that had tight deadlines and a limited budget. Midway through the project, we encountered unexpected issues that required us to completely revise our plan of action. It was a difficult situation, but I knew that I had to act fast to adapt to the new circumstances. To start, I gathered my team together to assess the situation and brainstorm solutions. We prioritized tasks based on their urgency and importance and adjusted our timeline to accommodate the new work. I also communicated frequently with the project stakeholders to keep them informed of our progress and to manage their expectations. To stay on track, I used project management tools and task lists to monitor our progress and identify any areas where we were falling behind. By being adaptable and proactive, we were able to successfully complete the project on time and within budget. This experience taught me the importance of being able to think on your feet and adjust quickly to new circumstances, even in difficult situations. This is a top-scoring answer that demonstrates your ability to think creatively, problem solve, and communicate effectively. So, the next thing I want you to do is head straight to megainterview.com, and you can find more than 10,000 free job interview questions and answers for any job position you're looking for. You will also find more information about writing a resume and cover letter, and also job search advice and career advancement tips that will put you ahead of the competition. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button so that we can help you and other candidates pass their job interviews. And do not forget to like the video. By liking the video, you let us know that you like the interview questions and answers given, and it also motivates us to create more content. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you all the best with passing your next job interview.